Now, working with that roofing company, I always heard a lot about Beldon. I always heard about their presence here, that they've been here for decades. They did a lot of commercial work, residential work, but always heard about Beldon. So, with that being said, I parted ways from that roofing company, but I was able to get a severance and I was able to keep the drones that I was accustomed to flying. So I really thought to myself, do I want to stay in the drone industry or do I have to start from scratch again? I really liked what I did. I actually loved what I did. And when you love something, it doesn't feel like it's work. So after a couple weeks or so go by, I decided to take a vacation with friends and family. We went to Colorado. I was able to clear my head and kind of just decide what I was going to do. So once that happened, I came back and I said, all right, I'm gonna stay in the drone industry. I'm gonna have to open up my own business. Where do I start? Do I go to other roofing companies? Do I provide services besides roofing, like doing weddings, what have you? Well, something inside me told me, why not go to Beldon's website and, take a shot? As Wayne Gretzky has said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So I thought I had nothing to lose. So that's what I did. I went on Beldon's website. I remember it was a Thursday. It was just about midnight. And I had a resume, but I wasn't able to submit that. So I kind of just took like the snippets of that resume and I just put it on their website and submitted it. And that was it. I had absolutely no idea what the outcome was going to be, whether or not I would even be working for Beldon or anything like that. But I remember Friday morning, I got a phone call. And I was half asleep. I picked up the phone. I never saw the number before. I picked it up and I was like, hello. And it was Beldon. It was HR. And they asked me, they go, so did you see the job posting that we posted for a drone operator on ZipRecruiter? I said, I did not. All of my resumes were on Indeed and on Career Builder. So I was like, no. They're like, well, how did you hear about us? I go, I just had a gut feeling to just submit my information. I've heard a lot about Beldon. They've got a very strong presence here in San Antonio and just in general in Texas. And so I gave it a shot and they said, okay. They said, would you be comfortable with doing a quick interview? I said, sure. They said, well, let's do this. Why don't you get your resume and submit it through ZipRecruiter, and then I will review it, and then I'll give you a call in a little bit and see how you're, we'll take it from there more or less. Okay. So I did that. About an hour and a half goes by. I get a call, and I do a on the phone 15, 20-minute interview. So the interview finished, and they said, all right, well, hang tight. We're going to relay this information to the executives, and we'll get back to you. Okay. So that was Friday mid-morning. I get a text message Saturday evening, and it was, hey, by any chance, you have a photo you can send of your certification for flying drones? I said, sure. So I took a picture, I sent it, and they told me, by the way, you have an interview on Monday with James Goodwin at 11 o'clock. Please dress professionally, and if you could, bring a portfolio of all the work that you have done. Okay. I was shocked because I went on ZipRecruiter that day and I saw that ZipRecruiter actually had that posting for Beldon had over 20 plus applicants. So, everybody was applying for that. The fact that they selected me or were willing to give me a shot in an interview was just a miracle in disguise.